Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at a team that is kind of familiar to you. I think I played that before with Obstagoon instead of Scrafty in the back. You can always do that, it's basically the same. You kind of want to have a dark type that is also basically a fighting type. Obstagoon, not a fighting type directly, but it has two fighting type moves as coverage with counter and cross chop. So this thing is also really nice with the team, but in general I just want to test that thing out again. Because like the combination of Crobat, Shadow Crobat here, and like Obstagoon or the Scrafty is like so nice. Having the Snorlax as a safe swap is also pretty decent against a lot of things. Especially if you just like want to get out the fighting types, because like the best fighting type answer is basically in the lead here for you. So in general, this team does make a lot of sense. Really good synergy. You have two answers for Psychic type, which you don't really want to face with your Crobat anyway. So one of the best synergies that a team can have. I think I played 3 sets with this and only went positive as well again. It was really nice. I think I ended up like 3,100 or something and started 3,000. But yeah, no, I tanked down again a bit. I don't actually know when this video comes online, to be honest. As right now it's the 19th and we're gonna get new Pokemon on the 20th, and of course I kinda want to showcase them first, so most likely on the weekend, I would guess. Maybe on Monday, I don't know when I'm gonna put this video online. But yeah, this is most likely more like a filler. It's a really good team, I just wanted to try that out. Usually I think I already tanked for, I think I completely forfeited on purpose more than 10 sets already this season. I think even more, maybe even 20, more than 20 sets actually, way more than 20 sets. Just because I wanted to tank down. I'm not even at like crazy high elo. I think it currently goes to 3,700 or something, and then make it 3,000. I kind of want to remain like this kind of area here because I get kind of instant queues and I don't want to wait like up to a minute for a game. That's like something I don't really want to do, especially if you have like legendaries coming out at midnight your time and you kind of have to do the video still and you have to rate them, and it's gonna be then like most likely 2-3 a.m. when I'm done with the video. Gotta be nice. I'm already really excited for that. Not really, but yeah, you kind of don't want to have like the queue times right now. I hope they're gonna update something with that. I know that they recently asked for advice from like people how they can update the queue time issues for higher ranks and what would be like a good solution. I don't know if it's like basic Niantic asking for something and then just ignoring it for the rest of the time, or if it's something that they're actually gonna try to take on. In general, the 1st of September is gonna be the most interesting day maybe in the history of Pokemon Go. As a lot of things has to be addressed there and can kinda either kill the game or make the game really good. It's really up to Niantic at this point. And yeah, here we have actually a really interesting game here. My opponent shields. I try to farm him down. He goes through the Earthquake, we can barely survive. He goes to the Gavantia, he goes to the Swampert, and now he's gonna surrender. Good game there. And you're like Scrafty in the back. If you get the counter out already, it's like so good. It is just amazing. Here we get the Talonflame out of the way. You most likely think, oh god, Talonflame is really difficult. Against Snorlax, it's kind of neutral. Against Crobat, I think you can always win, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that you can outspeed it, I think, with Air Slash if you time it right. So it should be fine. I think you win on the 2 shields, but not 100% sure. Don't judge me there. I think you might be able to. But other than that, like your Snorlax and even the Scrafty can do some stuff against the Talonflame if you have like some energy, some shields. Still the what's it called? The Foul Play gonna hurt a lot, and here we can just go for a Power Punch against Empoleon. Empoleon gonna hurt me now as well because of the Riddle Pack. And we can farm all the way down, and he has no a Dragonite in the back, and I think that's a good game. I think there's nothing I can do here. I can go for the Foul Play, get the shield, but I don't think I get to the Poison Fang. Oh, I get to the Poison Fang in time. That's interesting, but doesn't KO. I try to get the move through. Goes for the Dragon Claw. I try to farm down. Yeah, he has a Dragon Claw stored again. Good game there. Dragonite is actually one of the more difficult Pokemon to deal with. I think it's a bit easier with Obstagoon, I would guess, because we have Night Slash, which you get faster than Foul Play, so this might be better. But here we have 9 hits against us. We can go for some Poison Fangs. This matchup is also interesting as it depends on the quick move from the 9 hits. If it has Charm or Powder Snow, with Powder Snow it's of course a bit more difficult for the Crobat. With Charm you always win this matchup. Here just like swap out after a while and hope that he throws, but my opponent brings in a Luxray. What the hell? Very spicy at least. Very, very interesting and very spicy. Here my opponent actually gets another move and it's gonna be a Wild Charge, which is crazy. It's gonna hurt a lot, but I'm just gonna farm all the way down. My opponent goes into a Crustle. I haven't seen this Pokemon for ages. Go into my... I had to catch a move there. I had to go into my... catch the Dazzling Gleam there. I have to go into my Scrafty and then into my Crobat there. I can go for a Power Punch here. We're gonna KO the 9 hits and we're gonna be able to win this match here just because we caught the Dazzling Gleam there. Good game. Very interesting team on my opponent's side. I mean, it does make sense, kinda. It actually does make sense. Crustle plus 9 hits is a decent combination. A bit weak to Water type though. Here we have an Escav in the lead. I think this is like the cool game I also gonna most likely have already. I don't know when I put this video on, of course, but there's like one game I had like a really close game, which was really cool. Here is the Justin against us, or we can go into the Snorlax here, and unless it's Ice Beam, we are fine. But it's Ice Beam, of course. It's not the worst thing though, because we can still survive one more, but Body Slam does nothing. Like, I'm just throwing that to get rid of some time, and my opponent swaps out actually, which is nice. Go for a Super Power against the S-Cap. I think I get to another move. Yeah, I get to another move. He has to shield if he wants to survive this, and he does. And he is at 0 HP. But it has a charge move stored, so I can farm down on time, which is nice. My opponent goes into the Just, and I'm just gonna destroy it here right now. Because if it's like something else in the back that I can deal with, I can go for the Poison Fang. God, that's gonna be difficult to win. I have to swap out here. My opponent goes for another move. I'm at 3 moves. He goes for the Flame Charge. He needs one more move for another Flame Charge and one more move for Brave Bird. We can go for the Foul Play, and I think that's gonna be able to KO him. Yeah, that's gonna be able to KO him, and good game there. Next opponent we're gonna have Obstagoon against us in the lead, and Amok in the back. Amok is something I actually should have swapped out earlier, I guess. I'm just waiting for him to throw a move here. I think he's gonna throw the Acid Spray anyway. Yeah, now I'm gonna go into my... Why did I go into my Snorlax? Could have went into my Scrafty. I guess because I don't want to have the Snorlax against the Obstagoon, which does make kind of sense. I can go for a Body Slam here. He's debuffed already. Gonna put him low. He goes for a charge move. I'm gonna shield here. It's Dark Pulse, but I don't know if I even had to. He goes into an Obstagoon. I can realign. I'm playing this really weird right now. I'm playing it really weird, and I'm gonna save my... Okay, I'm gonna save my Snorlax. I don't know if this is actually how I'm supposed to play this out. I'm just gonna lie, most of the time right now I play my sets at like 2 AM, so maybe this also kinda hurts, but... Yeah, my opponent goes into the muck here. And now I guess back into... Oh no, he goes into Swampert. I have to catch a move here, I think, to be able to do something at least. I'm gonna go for the Foul Play. 2 more moves, and here is a charge move. Can we catch the move on our Snorlax? And we can with 1 HP in a Dream. That's where we saved it, of course. And he's looking at another move here, I think. Yep. And there's nothing really we can do here. The Foul Play won't KO him. We're gonna put him low enough that he most likely swaps out here. Yep, it has an Obstagoon. I think Obstagoon has already 2 moves. I don't think we can get to the move. We can get to the move. Does this KO? Can we actually win this game still? We're gonna be able to really closely win this game there with the Scrafty getting clutch. I think with an Obstagoon I definitely wouldn't have won this. Galvantula is also kind of a problem, but it's not all it can go toe to toe with that thing. I'm just going to go and get his shield there and go to my Snorlax because I can take the moves a bit easier. I can go for a Body Slam. It's kind of neutral as I'm debuffed and he's debuffed. And now I think we can just farm down at this point. We don't have to shield the launch. And yeah, I don't think he gets to another move. He does not. And we can go, you see a Venusaur coming in here, which is decent as we have our Crobat still. I think we just let him farm us down. We can get to go for another move here as well, which is nice. We are debuffed, which is kind of unfortunate, but this is fine. My opponent goes into the Stunfisk, and we have the best anthem in the back for that, so good game there to my opponent. Nothing really he could have done there, I guess. Next opponent has a Swampert lead, really bad for me, and goes to Machamp, really bad for me. Now we're getting hard countered here. We can go for a Body Slam at least, and I think we might be able to get to another one. Cross Chop gonna hurt, but yeah, we're gonna get to another Body Slam, so we win the Zero Shield against the Machamp here, which is nice. But my opponent shields, so we can go into our Crobat and farm down. Goes for a Cross Chop bait, nice bait. And he gets another move here. I have to hope there's a Cross Chop, and it is, so I don't waste my second shield as well. And he goes into the Swampert here. I can go for the Shadow Ball. Hope that I get him low, I think. But yeah, I get him low. And he throws his charge move against me and my Scrafty. It's gonna be a really close match. My opponent has a Drapion in the back. A Drapion that's actually purified, which is very interesting. As my opponent gonna go for the return right now. And yeah, that was like something where I thought, oof, I definitely would have survived 2 moves, but like this, it's gonna be very difficult. And yeah, it's not looking too good for us. We get an extra move in there, he goes for the return, he swaps out into Swampert, we can go for the Poison Fang here, which gonna KO. We have only like a few HP left, but my opponent as well, and we're gonna survive this 1 HP in a dream. Gonna be able to win this game. And next up, we're gonna have Jellicent against us. Again, I try to farm up to like 5 and then swap out. If we catch a Shadow Ball, fine. If not, it's also okay. Bubble Beam, totally fine for me. He goes into Nidoqueen, which is fine, as we don't really want to face that with our fighting type anyway, as fighting is not as good against poison types. And my opponent goes for the Poison Fang here. And we can just spam the Body Slam at this point of time. It's sad that we debuff, because I would have liked to catch a Shadow Ball a bit more. Now we go into our Crobat, we don't have to shield anything, everything is resisted, Poison Fang does nothing. Actually, if you have this much up, the problem is kinda that the Earth Power still does like 40%, which hurts after a while. So you're gonna get 2-shot basically if you consider the extra damage from the Poison Fang anyway. So yeah, like it's not the best matchup either. And my opponent has 9 hits here. He's so debuffed that we can just counter him down. This is gonna be it for this game. Good game to my opponent. Next up, we're gonna have 9 hits against us. And yeah, here it's kind of difficult. I stay in for a bit to get him low for the Scrafty in general as well. As Scrafty does good damage with the counter damage, but not the best. Like, yeah, it doesn't really want to stay in for long because Dazzling even really hurts. My opponent perfectly catches on a Jellicent here. Really nice catch. Doesn't really matter though. Here my opponent goes and has the bubble against me, which is really, really difficult now because I think he can KO me. But what I'm going to do here is try to keep this thing alive so I can store my energy, which is way more important for me right now. My opponent just goes for all the bubble beams. I don't really mind that. And we can go for the foul play here. This foul play gonna put him pretty low, but yeah, he goes into 9 tails. I have to shield here once at least. If it's our Dazzling Team, it's not. You can go for the charge move here. He shielded this, but we have a Swampert. We have the Snorlax still with the charge move, which is fine. My opponent goes into Ferrothorn, and I think this is basically over. I can go for some superpowers here, and like he does not shield, which is nice for me as I put him so much lower now. He's like already in red health. He has to throw against me as well. I still have my Scrafty and my Crobat here, and that Crobat even survives every move. He only has Mirror Shot, which is like always the problem against those things where if you have like stuff that resist that much, like you kind of want to have Flash Cannon. I think Flash Cannon is right now the safer play on the Ferrothorn, but yeah. Next into the last game, we have Nidoqueen against us. Bit difficult again, like you see how much Earth Power does. It's 2-shot. I'm just gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball to try to get a shield, and I get the shield. Now I try to catch the move. Maybe I can catch the move. It's Poison Fang, which is nice. And my opponent goes into a Machamp, and he gets to the move before me. Doesn't look too good right now. Like we're kind of getting a bit countered here right now. I go for the Poison Fang, which does not enough damage, as he goes survive with the 1 HP, and I have to shield. As I have to keep this Crobat alive anyway because of the Nidoqueen debuffs. And I'm gonna go into my Scrafty now, hope that I can count them down. And I'm an idiot, I think. Yeah, I shield this as well. It was only a poison thing. I think it was clearly only a poison thing. But yeah, I didn't actually really saw that what he threw on the other Pokemon there. So yeah, kind of annoying. I can go for another, what's it called? Another foul play here. Gonna be able to get rid of my debuffs soon with a Crobat. I think I'm just gonna farm up all the energy now because I need the energy for the Nidoqueen anyway. And he swaps out. I try to bait him here. I think it also works out, but I have to catch the move now. Are we able to catch the move? We are not, and that's gonna be it for this video. We will not win this game, but it is fine, and I hope I see you in the next video.